Joining us now, National Border Patrol Council President, he's Brandon Judd. Brandon, it's so good to see you again. Your reaction to the story, Mayor Lightfoot just recently said her sanctuary city was prepared to take them.
Oh, I'm so upset at her. I can't even begin to talk. It's really upsetting when you hear political rhetoric, racist, xenophobic. When you don't have the argument, you rely on rhetoric like that instead of providing evidence. What we have seen, what we constantly see, when people cross the border illegally, they must give us addresses. And most of these addresses are going to sanctuary cities like Chicago. So all Governor Abbott is doing is sending these individuals to those cities that they're going to anyway. And now she's saying it's racist and xenophobic. These are lies, and like other mayors like Eric Adams and Muriel Bowser, all they're giving is rhetoric to the American public rather than giving actual evidence of what is currently going on, and that makes it upsetting because border security fails when that happens.
You know what's the Mayor Lightfoot called out Trump, but not Biden, and his collapsing the border. We've got crime and drug gangs pouring in. You know, it's pretty easy to moralize when it's someone else's problem, like Texas and the border states. But why aren't the Chicago, D.C., and New York mayors calling out Biden for his border collapse? You got the size of Kansas crossing, including gotaways. You got 277 terrorists trying to cross already this year. That's way more than last year. This is just a generation away from 9/11. Shouldn't they all be calling out Biden on this?
They should. And these individuals, they have a huge voice in this administration. They could get President Biden to actually solve the problem on the border where it needs to be solved, rather than going after Governor Abbott, who has to deal with thousands of individuals every single day. Now, Lori Lightfoot has to deal with 200 people, and she's crying about it. Yet Governor Abbott is dealing with thousands. All they have to do is talk about solving the problem at the border where the problem needs to be solved.
Well, the problem is, too, they're saying that.
But they won't do that.
But the problem is they're saying they're sanctuary cities, right? But it's like walk the walk then. I mean, you see border protection in Texas. They just discovered nearly $12 million worth of cocaine, the most they've ever found in 2 decades, disguised as baby wipes. I mean, that's a huge drug bust. By the way, let's listen to Biden's border chief, Mr. Ortiz, testify in that Florida lawsuit that, yes, the border is in a state of collapse. Yes, there's a crisis, and there's no accountability. As the DHS secretary keeps calling it, quote, a challenge. Watch this.
Since President Biden was elected, does this document indicate that aliens illegally entering the United States perceive that they will be able to enter and remain in the United States?
Yes.
Is the crisis that is currently ongoing at the southern border making the border less safe for Americans and aliens alike?
Yes.
So if migrant populations believe that there are not going to be consequences, more of them will come to the border. Is that what you're saying?
There's an assumption that if migrant populations are told that there's a potential that they may be released, that yes, you can see increases.
So it will increase at an exponential rate? Is that what is being suggested here?
Well, I do think it will increase, yeah.
Okay, so he's admitting that, right, Brandon? And Brandon, but the other thing, too, is, and I need you to take this on. All right, so critics are saying that the Texas governor is using these illegal immigrants as a political tool for a stunt. What do you say to that?
No, he's not. He's actually transporting them to where they're supposed to go. He's getting them out of Texas as quickly as he possibly can because he has to do that. But if we continue with the catch and release, if you look at what Ortiz says, if we continue with the catch and release, which is what Biden's policy is, this problem is going to continue to get bigger. And it continues day over day, week over week, month over month. We've got to get this under control, and the administration knows how they need to do it. They just won't because it's not politically expedient for them.
Brandon, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.